Hey guys, Luigi here, back today with another gameplay review. Today we have Riptide versus Victor. So we are going first. Typically we do want to go first to set up a double arsenal with New Horizon. So we choose the Redliner and the Pathing Helix, and we are going to arsenal the Rapid Fire. This is really what the deck wants to be doing, setting up the big turns with the Rapid Fire with Go Again. The Pathing Helix, if it hits, gives us the extra reload, which is nice, especially when we have an Endless Arrow in hand. So we choose to do that. Luckily here he's just swinging with the Titan's Fist. We just take this damage. So we just take 4 damage here. Go to our turn. We can play the Rapid Fire. Just gonna fire the Pathing Helix, just see what he does. If he gives us that reload or not. Okay, he has a test of strength. So here we have a couple options. We can lace the Endless Arrow, lace the Infecting Shot, but I think here we choose to Redliner in the Endless Arrow. There's an argument to have played like the Codex, trigger Riptide and Trench Away for a resource, but we don't have any 1-cost arrows in our grave, so it's kind of pointless. Although we could have Codexed, Trenched Away the extra card and laced a 0 for 4, but here I choose to lace the Infecting Shot just to push some more damage. I just want to get rid of his armor as quickly as possible. Then the game becomes a lot easier. Victor is typically just a hard matchup in general for Riptide, so, and his armor is a big reason why. So he's just gonna play a Cast Homes, setting up a turn with Mites. He is gonna E-Strike. Yeah, we just use the block 3 here. We're just gonna lace Riptide trigger in the Heat Seeker and fire it. He doesn't have an arsenal, so if he wants to block this, he's gonna have to use 2 cards and a piece of armor, 3 cards, which I don't think he wants to do because of the Mites. Alright, so here he's gonna play a Spinal Crush for 12. Luckily, we just get lucky and draw the Buzzsaw Trap, which is pretty nice in this situation. So I think here the plan is just to fire off the Battering Bolt for 9, the Lace of Bloodrot. So we're gonna give him the Infecting Shot and the Buzzsaw Trap. If he does have the Pummel in his hand, that just feels really bad, because we would have to discard a card. Because it would still hit, even though the Buzzsaw would save us the damage. I accidentally messed up here. I meant to play the Buzzsaw Trap, so we just do not do. It's fine. So we're just gonna Lace of Bloodrot the Battering Bolt for 9. The on hit isn't really relevant, but still 9 damage coming at him. Potential 11 with the Bloodrot. Yep, so just fire the Battering Bolt for 9. See what he does. He does give us 3 cards for it, which is nice. The only thing he can really do is swing a hammer, which he does. Our next hand isn't too great, so we are going to block. Yeah, just give him a Murkmire, the least relevant arrow we have. Really just playing Murkmire just because it's a 0 for 4, and we just want a few extra arrows against Victor since this match can go to fatigue. Just gonna Redliner and fire the Remorseless. Collapsing Trap isn't too relevant in this matchup. It's really hard to line it up since Guardians Go again is so inconsistent, but it still is nice against Overpower or Dominates. So we will Arsenal it. Most of the time, it's just a defense reaction for 3. I think here, yeah, kind of an awkward turn. We can only really fire 1 arrow. So we do want to block a bit of damage. Yeah, we just blocked the 6. We're just going to trench away, fire the sleep dart, arsenal Sikkim shot. Sikkim shot's always good to have an arsenal just to set up your next turn. Really, against Victor, we just want to go over the top and just go as wide as possible. If we're not doing that, it's really difficult. He can just block pretty much all our damage and just kind of swing hammer or just throw efficient attacks at us. So ideally, we'd like to set up rapid fire turns or just big Snapdragon, like have a Falcon Wing arsenal, Sikkim shot, turns like that. He does have the Spawner Crush, which is really annoying. If he didn't have this turn would be pretty good. We would be able to pitch the Infecting, Sikkim shot, premeditate the Bolton shot, and Codex, which those are the exact turns we want to do against Victor. But Spawner Crush is obviously stopping us from that, which is unfortunate. So we do have to block, unfortunately. Here, I think we're just gonna give him the we give him the premeditate as well. We just want to save some damage or save some health. You know, we could have premeditated and like fired the Sikkim shot, but that's just not really what we want to be doing. At least with this here, we can trench away the Sikkim shot, play the Codex, and still get a Ponder. The other way, if we premeditated the Sikkim shot, he probably would have blocked it and we would have lost out on the Ponder, which would lose out on the Arsenal. So this is always a good play here where you have 1 resource and you can fire the Heat Seeker. If the Heat Seeker hits, you know, we get the top card of our deck in Arsenal, and then we get the Ponder and we can double Arsenal, which is nice. So it does give us 2 cards. All right, we have a Poison the Tips. Not the best turn to have it, considering our hand. He does have 4 Might tokens, so we kind of need to pressure him. Which Poison the Tips here is actually pretty good. Now that he has the 4 Might tokens, because we can force him to block. Even if we throw something like a Falcon Wing for 2, I mean, he can give us an armor. And if he doesn't do that, he has to give us a card, or he's just going to lose 1 for free. So he does give us a card. We do Redliner in the Battering Bolt, pitching away the Poison the Tips. In this match, I only bring in the 3 Inertia Traps with the Collapsing and Buzzsaw. Inertia Trap is relevant against Victor since he's always creating Might tokens, and Titan's Fist buffs itself, which is really nice when you can deny Guardian and Arsenal. So he does have the 4 Might tokens. He's going to play another Cast Homes, create 5. He's just going to pass turn. That's interesting. Here we're going to have to trench away the Inertia Trap. and just fire a big Heat Seeker. It is kind of, yeah, we choose to fire the Heat Seeker over the Remorseless because obviously Remorseless doesn't really get any value here. Guardian's typically only attacking one time a turn, so you don't get that life loss. And here, Heat Seeker, since we have to, yeah, fire the Heat Seeker. Hopefully it hits. We get an Arsenal. We can double Arsenal. We still have our Snapdragons if we do draw into a big turn. I do think that the new Arrow, Stone Rain, and when we go to a new, more Barb build with Murky Water, now that we have access Dominates, this match does become quite a bit better. I think we'll have to test it, but in theory, it will be pretty nice. He does have a Command to Conquer here, which is kind of annoying because we do have the Quicken, and it is for 11, so we can't really block this out. So we just have to let our Arsenal die. It's not the worst thing in the world since we do have the Quicken token. We can still Redliner in a Murkmire and then Lacy Endless Arrow. Yeah, we go with the Murkmire first, just to see what he does. Which is good. He uses the Test of Strength on this. Now our Endless Arrow comes in for a breakpoint. If he didn't Test of Strength, okay, he just has another Test of Strength, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. The weakest link. Don't really care about this. I think we just need to push damage. We will give him the Inertia Trap though, I believe. Just to block some damage, and we can still Seek and Destroy the Bolton Shot and Redliner and the Remorseless. All right. So here, I think we make a mistake. Yeah, we popped the Bullseye Bracers for the Bolton Shot. This is definitely a mistake because, like I was saying earlier, the Remorseless doesn't really get much value in this matchup. So we could have easily just Seek and Destroyed the Bolton Shot and just fired the Remorseless, and it would have been the same and saved our Bracers. And that's why I like doing these gameplay reviews, because I learned quite a bit on the mistakes that I make. So, but it's okay. Remorseless for 8. We do get a bunch of armor, so that's good. Yeah, here we're okay with just blocking their whole hand and arsenaling a Rapid Fire just to try to set up a bigger turn. Which we do have a pretty decent turn. It is kind of unfortunate with the Rapid Fire that we have the Quicken token as well, but it is what it is. He is going to E-Strike. For 5, so we do choose to block a bit of this damage. He is going to Golden Sun for 10. I think we block with the Bolton shot here. Since we have the Quicken token, we can trench away the Rapid Fire, load the Sleep Dart, fire the Sleep Dart, go again, and then Codex of Frailty in another arrow. So we do drop to 1 here. So we fire the Sleep Dart for 5, go again. He is just going to take this damage, as he should. We are going to Codex of Frailty. I believe we grab Endless Arrow. It's the best option. So we do push some damage there, which is nice. We are going to Arsenal the Endless Arrow, just in case we have to block with our whole hand. Here, he's going to CNC for 5 because of the Frailty. I do choose to block 9 because I'm kind of scared of a pummel at this point. So we are playing around the pummel. We can just seek and destroy an Endless Arrow, which is good for us. It is a breakpoint. If he has like another test of strength or something, that's unfortunate. And if we really wanted to, if he doesn't block this, we can snap this and Redliner and Endless Arrow again. So he is undecided on how to block. He does block it out completely. Here our hand is not great, so we're probably just going to load in another Endless Arrow, block with the rest of our cards, depending on what he throws. Yeah, so it looks like he had just reds in his hand. He is going to E-Strike for 7. Yeah, we're just going to give him 3 cards here. Since saving, if we give him 2 cards in a trench, the extra card is just useless. We could save it for an arsenal, but I'd rather just keep trench around as long as possible. So yeah, we're blocking 9, coming in for 7. Let's pass. We're just gonna Redliner and Endless Arrow. And this is a good thing about Redliner and these late game situations, that you can just block with 3 cards and load a 0 cost for free. It actually is pretty relevant. He is gonna Titan's Fist for 4. I think here we're gonna give him the Trench and 1 card, and then because the game is so close to ending, we really don't want to end the game without using our Snapdragons. So we are gonna Poison the Tips, load, fire 0 for 4. He doesn't have any armor, so it is a breakpoint, which is really nice. So Poison the Tips is demanding cards. Yeah, it demands 2 cards. We snap this Redliner and the Searing Shot. He just passes turn. So here we have a little bit of tempo. You know, it is nice that we don't have to worry about like a Macho Grande as much because he doesn't have Tunic available anymore. So if he wants to do that, he has to keep 3 cards. We do still have to worry about Golden Sun. But if he has it, he has it. So he is choosing to drop down to 1 here, which is very interesting. So now this is a super close game. We're both at 1. We are going to arsenal the Inertia Trap. Which yeah, actually, because they have 3 cards and we don't have to worry about Macho Grande, I don't think it really matters what we arsenal there. It's in that case, it might actually be correct just to arsenal the Bolton Shot. But I don't think it's too relevant. Yeah, so he does. Yeah, actually, because of the CNCs, this really is annoying. Because if we had kept the Inertia Trap, well, I guess in hindsight, it wouldn't matter, right? Because we would have to give him 2 cards regardless, and we drew a bunch of 2 blocks, and then we wouldn't be able to use our Inertia Trap on the block. So here we actually have to give him the New Horizon just to clear our arsenal, which is unfortunate. And here is a tough decision because he still does have 1 more pummel in the deck. I don't want to die to pummel, and since he is at 1, I do want to try to kill him with a trap if possible. So here I believe we're going to block for 10. The other play is to just block with the 2 Boltons and New Horizon and clear our arsenal, and then lace with Inertia, Codex of Frailty. But I do choose to play around the pummel here just because he is at 1 and we can potentially kill him with the trap. It might still be correct either way, but we'll see. And then the Seek and Destroy trigger to destroy his arsenal, which is nice. So we do Codex here for another Endless Arrow. Now he does have to give us 2 cards unless he has the 4 block cards, but so I believe I'm checking here for Inertia Traps just to see how many I have, and I have 1 left, which would be amazing if I drew it here, right? Because he has the Might tokens. And here I am debating arsenaling this. I kind of want to keep it in hand to quiver in some more arrows, but I choose to arsenal it, which kind of sucks here. We did draw the Inertia Trap, which would have potentially won us a game if he attacked with something, but he did draw a CNC. I feel like I got hit with like 10 CNCs this game. And unfortunately, we just have to pass, which kind of is a telltale sign that Our arsenal is clogged. And he has another CNC. I swear I feel like I got hit with 10 CNCs this game, but it was only 3. Yeah, I'm checking. I'm like, what the hell? So we just have to give him our whole hand, and we can't really do anything. So it may have actually been correct in hindsight to keep that collapsing trap in hand just to quiver. And here, I guess, I don't know what my opponent's doing. I guess he's just scared of like a trap or something. Which I don't know why you would be when you could just throw any attack. So we're just going back and forth. He does finally choose to throw a disable, which why didn't she just do that to begin with? But it is what it is. We blocked with 2 cards, and we do end up losing. But this game was extremely close. We were both at 1. We actually did almost fatigue him, which is kind of funny. Maybe he could have played it a bit different. But Victor is beatable, and like I was saying earlier, the new Dominate Arrowstone Rain, along with the Murky Water, when we transition to a aim counter build or Barb Castaway, I do think this match becomes quite a lot better. And depending on how relevant Victor becomes in the meta, the deck can change. You know, maybe we add Boulder Traps. Like, armor is a big reason on why we can't like push damage earlier. So Boulder Traps could be good, but we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.